So for this week's homework, there are 2 tasks along with your 5 nights of home reading. So the first one is a game that I'm going to assign to you, and it is to make the connection between multiplication and arrays. And we're going to start to talk about arrays in the form of area to do with measurement. So I want us to kind of go back and have a bit of a refresher on how multiplication and arrays relate in the form of a game. So what you will do, on one side of the paper, the game is called How Close to 100, and on the other side you have your game board. So you need 2 players, you can play with more, 2 dice, and then this is your recording sheet. So you play the game in partners, you roll the dice, and that gives you the 2 numbers that you're going to multiply. So at the bottom of the page down here, so I roll a 1 and a 3, I would record 1, 3, and then what does that equal? 3, so it equals 3. And on the square, I would then look for a place to draw a rectangle that would go 1 across and 3 down. And in my color, I would box that then in. Then I'd hand the dice to my partner, they would roll their dice, and the goal as a team is to be able to get as close to 100 by filling in the hundreds chart in this area. How does that relate? So if I say 1 by 3, okay, I'm going over 1 square and down 3 squares, and I'm filling it in. What's the area then of that space? How many squares have I filled in? Total. Lily? 3. Right? So we're starting to make that relationship between the length and the width going opposite ways. Okay?
What do you mean by 1 across and 3 down?
So if I rolled a 1 on my dice, I'm going 1 cube over and 3 cubes down. So I'm just drawing a rectangle around those 3 squares. Well, it would be 1 over and 3 down, so it would be 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
What, do you have to use like a color?
It probably makes sense that you would have one color and your partner would have another, but the goal is that really you're working together to fill in the entire hundreds chart. Ideally, you can fill the whole thing in. You go until both partners can't create an array that will cover the, yeah. Yes?
Who chooses their partners?
It's homework, so you're going to do it. It could be a brother or sister, it could be a mom and dad, it could be a friend that comes over to hang out for a little bit. It could be at homework club because you didn't get it done when you were supposed to get it done. I'm not picking your partners, it's totally up to you. Yep.
On the back, is there like how to play?
Full set of instructions right here, including the materials that you need. You do need 2 dice to play, so if you're missing 2 dice and you need to borrow those from me, just let me know and I will sign you out some dice to take home if you don't have any. But most of your game boxes, if you have, Monopoly or you have some other board game at home, will include a dice that you can borrow for the purposes of this. So that's your first homework assignment. Your second homework assignment with it that I would like recorded in your homework book is that you need to play a game with a family member. Yep, I'm getting funny looks. It is that open. You could choose to play anything that is a game.
Can that be our game?
No, this cannot be your game. Nice try. Okay, you can play any game that you choose. However, you need to be able to justify that it has some kind of learning in it.
No.
Okay? You need to justify. So, in your notebook, you're going to write, with my fill-in-the-blank family member, I played fill-in-the-blank game, and I can learn whatever. So if you're playing Scrabble, I can practice words. If you're playing the game of life, I can practice counting money. If I'm playing Monopoly, I'm counting money. Right? There's lots of math in most board games. Okay? You're using a dice and you're adding 2 dice together. Whatever it is, you need to justify that you've learned something, or that there is some learning happening. Okay? And then, of course, your third piece is that you do your 5 nights of home reading. Okay, questions?
Can you play like Uno?
Can you play Uno? Is there learning in Uno? Do you play it with a family member? So does it meet our criteria? You've answered yourself.
Can you play Canasta?
I don't know Canasta. It's not one I'm familiar with. Is there learning in it?
Well, at the end you need to count out like how much points you have.
So it sounds to me like there's some learning in it. Yep.
Can you play with
I want you to play with a family member. So, mom, dad, brother, sister.
Cousins. Yeah, with a brother from another.
Could be called, except cousins and grandparents as well.
What about aunt and uncle?
Okay? Family member. Alright? Last two questions.
Yeah.
The question was, can you play skunk? Ella, our criteria. Are you going to learn something?
No, you won't.
Yes, you can learn something. It's usually math skills.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And can you play it with a family member?
Yeah.
Okay. Last question.
If you have a friend, can you play with a friend and a family member?
Yes, you can play with a friend and a family member. Just need to say which family member. Alright, that's that. I'm going to hand out this page and we're good to go. Thank you.